Going to do somewhat of an unboxing here of my AR-15 pistol from Palmetto State Armory. And I say somewhat of an unboxing because I have already added two things onto this pistol. This is my kind of the second video. The first video I kind of go on talking about other stuff, and I didn't really talk that much about the pistol, so I kind of deleted that video and I'm going to put up this one. So here we go here, the unboxing of the Palmetto State Armory AR-15 pistol. You can kind of see here what it came with. Comes with this stuff here. The description for then this is what I was talking about. I added this on, and I did add the TRS-25 on. Other than that, that is exactly the way it came. The description for this thing was a little bit off, quite a bit. First thing, it said it came with a aluminum 30-round magazine when it actually came with a PMAG MOE magazine. Also, it did not mention anything about this cheap sling that it comes with. To my knowledge, I don't think I've ever seen Palmetto State Armory put a sling in their box. And there was also another sling mount in here that it did not mention that it came with either. So the description for this was a little bit off, but let me go ahead and get this box out of the way and we'll talk about this pistol. Alright, sorry for the kind of weird angle, guys. Kind of get everything out so I can throw this box out. Okay, now here's the pistol. We'll go ahead and kind of start off on the accessories. You get, of course, the Palmetto State Armory sticker. Then they give you a little gun lock. It's just got a little bit better packaging than most. And this is the mount I was telling you about that it did not mention. Seems kind of cheap. Has like some goo or something underneath it there as well. I did, here's the like little receipt that you get for this. This is the Palmetto State Armory 8.5 inch pistol length, 5.56 NATO, phosphate, 2A armament, 7 inch rail, M-Lock classic Saab brace. You kind of see there. There's like the little description. And I paid $549.99, so $550. And I did have this transferred at a local shooting range I go to. I pay $10 for the transfer and $10 for the background check, so $20 overall. Not too bad. Like I said, it comes with the Gen M2 magazine, which I have not even opened yet. Don't really... PMAGs, yes, they work great, but I prefer the aluminum or steel, like GI type magazines, and that's what they said this came with when it didn't. Of course, you get a little empty chamber thing there, and your AR-15 pistol book, and that out of the way. And this is the cheapest sling. I mean, everything's plastic on it. It's a little stretchy. I have tried it out some. As you can see, I was kind of playing with it last night. I did just pick this pistol up yesterday. Overall, kind of short, but I mean, it does function, except for where it's kind of short. It really rides up on the neck. Don't think I'm ever going to be using this thing. Probably $4 sling off of eBay. That's what it reminds me of. I did, like I said, I did add these right here. I added the M-Lock rail cover type 2. I believe it just came with 6 pieces. You can kind of see, I just kind of added. These were a pain. Like this piece slides in, but the piece that goes on top to lock it was a big pain in the butt to get them to snap in place. But I kind of like it. I didn't necessarily didn't add them on there necessarily for like a hand thing. I did it to kind of help, because you know this thing's going to get hot. I do plan on buying the Magpul hand stop flat thing, and I'll probably take this one off, or I know I'll leave that one on. I'll probably just add that one little hand stop piece right here, and probably add the other pieces right here, and I'm not even going to probably use half of it, but a little piece there just to stop the hand. This is really for heat, like I said, but very slim. I went out and got another Bushnell Trophy TRS-25. This is my pretty much go-to red dot sight. You know, it's 3 MOA. That's worked good, never had any problems with them, and they're cheap enough so I can put them on pretty much any gun I want of mine. I do have this same sight on my CZ Scorpion, and now I have it on the AR15 pistol here. Originally, you can kind of see there, Palmetto State Armory. Just kind of like their basic lower parts kit. Nice, they got their logo there on the Saab brace. Overall, pretty nice. But I'm going to be really honest here about this little Saab brace. This is probably one of the best little braces you can put on a pistol. Honestly, it would not really function good as an arm brace. Really, you can tell by the look of it. And it is really tough. Like, I was messing around and kind of hit myself in the bottom of my mouth with this right here. And that is absolutely tough all in here. You can't even bend that. So this is, I mean, I'm going to be honest. You know, they made this because they know people are going to shoulder this. That's perfect for shouldering. You know, I know the ATF did say that it is okay for it to periodically touch your shoulder or whatever. You know, everybody knows when the camera goes off, everybody sticks that thing to their shoulder. I have not even went out and shot this pistol yet. It does have the Palmetto State Armory logo on both sides, and then it just has the SB tactical thing there on the end. You know, I've my first gun purchase from Palmetto State Armory, but you know, I've bought hundreds of dollars worth of parts from them through the years. You know, I thought Palmetto State Armory made their own stuff, but apparently that is not the case. Like, Palmetto State Armory does not make their own lowers. They do not make their rails here. Like, they tend to use rails and braces from other companies. They must have good deals with other companies, is how they get their logo on it and how they're able to put it on a bunch of different weapon systems. It does have the T numbers going up here, but it does not have them going down the rail here. Overall, really nice 2A armament 7-inch rail, really thin. I do like it. Just has kind of like a standard, almost like a A2 birdcage type thing, except for the bottom. It's just a whole piece, I guess, to help against muzzle rise. This is just a cheap little mount here that I've had laying around. I've had it for a few years, never really used it. Figured it'd be perfect for this. It's kind of, I'm going to probably move it back just a little bit more, but or move it back a little bit. But overall, that's pretty much, you know, like where I want it. You know, like I said, Palmetto State Armory does not make their lowers. I do not believe they make their barrels. I'm not sure what they make. I know at Palmetto State Armory, you know, a lot of people know they have some really great deals. They seem to always have too much of stuff, so that's why you seem to get a good deal from them. Right here, just kind of like your standard charging handle here. Well, I'm going to be changing this out. Talk to you about that in a minute. But it does seem really like cheapy. Like, to me, it seems cheapy. That's what I'm going to call it, cheapy. Comes with like the phosphate bolt carrier group. It is like high pressure tested, magnetic particle inspected, all of that stuff. Pretty dry. See a little bit there already wear just from cycling the bolt. There is a mark right there, MP. It's different than the premium phosphate premium bolt carrier group that I have purchased from them in the past. I've had it for about a little over a year now, and I've still never used that. Not a real big fan of phosphate. I did buy the premium nickel boron bolt carrier group. They had it for, I think it was $80 with free shipping. So I went ahead and jumped on that. They sell out pretty dang quick too. Like when I made my order, I looked today or yesterday, and I looked today, they're already sold out. But I'm kind of seeing there, it seems probably just like one of their lower parts kits. That's standard. You know, everything's pretty standard on it. Nothing really, you know, special. At first, I didn't really want to get the 8.5 inch pistol, but you know, like when I was looking at Palmetto State Armory, initially I was looking at like their little AR9, which is just like this pretty much, but it's 9mm, but they have a 4-inch barrel. I mean, if I want a 4-inch barrel, I might as well just stick with the Glock. You know, that's my opinion. So, I mean, if you're going to get something like in this type of configuration, you got to have at least a 7-inch barrel. I mean, come on. So then I kind of, but I will say this, they are coming out, supposed to be at the beginning of 2019 with their PSA 5. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen SHOT Show footage from it from earlier this year, and that is like their little copy of the MP5, and it is going to be awesome. It's supposed to be like right at $1,000. So, you know, I'm going to be buying that the day they become available. Hopefully I hear about it. It is a 5.6 NATO barrel with a 1-in-7 twist. Not really big on the 1-in-7 twist. I know a lot of people seem to love that 1-in-7 twist. Me, preferably, I prefer 1-in-8 twist, or at least a 1-in-9. You know, that 1-in-7 twist is really for like the, like 72, 80 grain, maybe 62 grain, 64. But, you know, I primarily just shoot 55, 62 grain ammunition, and that's probably not going to perform the best out of this barrel. It seems like every single pistol that they were selling was all 1-in-7 twist. So, but the day before I bought this, they listed their 7.5-inch AR-15 pistol. Didn't jump on that. The next day, they came out with the 8.5. So I decided to get this one. The day after this one, they released their 10.5-inch AR-15 pistol, which I almost wish I would have got, because that one already, you know, had the rail coming up a little bit further, had the flash can already on it. You know, it's just less, I guess, I would have had to spend afterwards. In my opinion, with an 8.5-inch barrel on an AR-15 pistol, you're going to need a flash can, just to, you know, redirect that noise forward, and to, you know, keep any big flame balls coming back at you. I've seen videos of people shooting the 7-inch AR-15 pistol, and they caught their eyebrows on fire. So, what I plan on doing to this gun, I was going to add some Spikes Tactical stuff on it, but I do have a Spikes Tactical colored field lowered, and I'm going to be doing somewhat of like my dream build with that. So I decided to go a little different with this. I've been on Optics Planet looking, and I do have a 10% off code, plus, you know, they're offering me like the 2-day shipping. So what I'm going to order from Optics Planet is, I'm going to order the Spikes Tactical Barking Spider, you know, like a flash can type to go on the end here. I'm also going to stick to Strike Industries on this. Like, I'm going to get the red strike switch, the red Fang trigger guard. Also going to get the red magazine release. And I'm also going to get the Strikes Industry dust cover. It's not red, though. Probably a Tyrant design, like the Tyrant red pistol grip. You know, it's got the holes cut in it. It's like aluminum, I believe. just to kind of go with that red look. I don't want to do the takedown pins or nothing, because this is staked really good, and I really don't want to mess with any of that. That'd be just like a big pain. I was thinking about adding a 10-inch rail to this to go with that 3.5-inch barking spider, just to where it kind of go right up on the barking spider. I might do that eventually. I really do kind of like this 2/8 ornament rail. As you can see there, I mean, it's pretty nice. I like it. I really do. Like I said, I just added this because I know this thing is going to be getting hot. Gives me a little extra heat protection there. Like I said, I'm going to be adding those Strike Industries things. I already have, I have not ordered the Strike Industry parts yet, but I have ordered the barking spider. With the barking spider and all the Strike Industries stuff I was wanting to get is about, altogether is probably about $270. Plus I'm going to have to spend about another $60 so on the Tyrant pistol grip, the red one. It does have the dual or lefty, righty, whatever sling attachment here. I'm glad that they did put that on there. It's always nice. Companies should always add, have the sling attachments on there. Overall, I really do like this pistol. I really love this brace, but like I said, it's not really made to be a brace. They made this thing for people to shoulder. I'm sorry. That's just the impression I get from it. Probably a bitch to really get this thing off and put it back on, just somewhere it's like that rubbery material. It just slips on. Probably a real pain to get that off. So, there's kind of telling you like what I'm going to be doing to it, adding the red on it, adding the barking spider, and I'm also going to add the Strike Industries red charging handle and put in the nickel boron bolt carrier group. But yeah, that's probably all I'm going to be doing to it. But it's like I said, just to add that red on it and put that barking spider, that's $300 easy. So, that'd be $880 I would have in this gun by the time I'm done. Counting, the background check and the $10 transfer fee, $880 is what I will have it. Well, that's not counting this right here, or the Bushnell TRS-25, or the little mount. But I already had the mount sitting around. I had bought this Bushnell, this one right here. I have two Bushnell TRS-25s. I have one I bought off Amazon, and I have one I bought off of eBay. But, yeah, so I'd probably, counting this, probably about not counting the optic, be $900 I have in this gun. A little high for me. I mean, I could have done a build way nicer than this for that amount of money. So, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to have the red look on one of my guns, and I kind of wanted it to be this one. The AR-15 pistols, so you either love them or you hate them. I know the guy at the range will love you a lot more if you have a flash can on it. These things are really loud with this type of muzzle brake. Really loud. Like I said, I have not shot this one yet. I'm hoping to get it out in the next couple of days and try it out. I'm going to run 20 round aluminum, like GI type magazines out of this gun. I just like the look with the 20 round mags. And also another video probably coming up. I have a couple of these sand colored 20 round PMags, and I'm going to be dyeing them with some RIT dye. Might do a little video on that and show y'all. But there's my little video on the Palmetto State Armory AR15 8.5-inch pistol with the Saab brace on it. Really nice overall. Hope it functions as good as it looks. Time will tell. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out some of my other videos.